everybody. So I'm at home cozy on this super cold evening, and I've got the Christmas lights going, and I thought I would do some sewing on Frank's capote. I guess it's a capote. I don't know exactly what constitutes a capote. I just know that it has a hood, and sometimes it has like a scarf basically attached to the back of it. I think I'm going to do this a little bit different. I've seen like capotes with kind of like a pointy hood in the back, and the scarf piece is kind of attached to that. But the wool blanket that I'm using, it's so thick and heavy that I think that would like drag the hood down. So I think I'm going to attach the scarf part just to the where the hood attaches to the coat itself, and it can just hang in the back where he can wrap it around him. It's just kind of like an attached scarf. But anyways, it's like a wool coat. But I've seen a lot of them made out of, I went totally blank, but it's the Hudson Bay Company or the Pendleton Wool Company blankets that are generally used. A lot of times capotes are made out of those special wool blankets, but we had found some big wool blankets, heavy ones, on sale. They have a little bit of something else mixed in them. They're not 100% wool, but almost. I think they're like 90% wool. At Cabela's, they had them on a clearance sale. So I like the pattern of this one, so that's what I'm gonna make it out of. The most important thing is that it's warm. So I'm sitting here on the couch. I'm getting to get started on that. I'll flip the camera on here and I'll show you my new little helper. Unfortunately, we had to put our cat Jasper down. So you guys saw our outside cat, I think in the last video, the one we call Pumpkin. She's still around, but we've had to put our two inside cats. Both got basically terminally ill on us back to back, and we had to put them down. So to kind of help our hearts, we got a puppy. So she's sleeping. I had to turn on the flash so you can even see her. But she's so tiny. Look at her little paws. So here's the blanket that we bought. It's really big. It's about the size of a king-size bed comforter, really large one. And I had already cut out a pattern for a tunic for Frankie, just out of a big roll of this tan color paper that I had at the school where I worked. And I had sewn him a tunic to wear to a reenactment that we were going to. Frankie and I like to go to like the old Civil War reenactments and War of 1812 and things like that. Those are always so fun. So anyways, this is the tunic that never really got finished up, but it gives me something easy to go by to get a general shape. Now, this capote is going to get opened up and turned into a coat, but this gives me kind of an idea of about how wide the body of it needs to be, the neckline, the arms, all that. So then once I got an idea of where I wanted to cut the blanket at, I just started taking those pattern pieces and pinning them to the material and then cutting out around them with some very dull scissors. I don't recommend that. It's a lot better if you sharpen your scissors before you start cutting through thick wool like this. So you can see I've got the basic shape of the body here cut out, and I'm going to cut out the arm pieces, and then I'll get the shape of the hood cut out. I'm not really sure exactly yet what I'm going to do for the front. I think I'm going to add once I open up the front, I'm going to add two like front panels that kind of overlap, and then they'll have some toggles. So you can see I've got the arm cut out. That curve at the top is where it comes in and meets the armpit, and the peak there's the shoulder. But it's pretty dark in here, so that's why my flash keeps kicking on. But I've got everything cut out. You guys had seen me. This is like the sleeves. I gotta get all this sewed together, and then I had cut out the hood, and so there's that piece. This all gets sewed together and attached. And so As I start getting things sewed, I'll just kind of show you in stages. I'm going to use, we actually use this. It's like sinew type thread whenever we were doing a lot of leather working. But I think it's actually going to work really good for this. A thicker needle. Hold on, let me see if I can get that to focus better. Come on, there we go. For like leather working, I think it's gonna work good with this though. So like I said, I'll show you my progress as I go. So then I just got started sewing, just sewing a straight stitch for the most part down the sleeve. And of course, when you're doing this, you're doing everything inside out so that when you turn it right side out, it looks really nice and all those stitches are hidden, so they don't have to be exactly perfectly in alignment, especially when you're hand sewing. That's what you need, little grace. So depending on what part of the capote I was sewing, it depended on what type of stitches that I used. Mostly I just used a straight stitch, but on some of the seams I went back and used another stitching technique to make it really nice and strong. So there you can see I've got one of the sleeves sewn together, and then I'm going to turn it right side out for you, and you can see how nice that makes that seam look. And so it hides all those imperfect stitches, makes everything look really nice and finished. And then I'm going to slip my short little arm into it to kind of show you. Compared to Frankie's arm, I've got a really short little arm. So now I'm giving you a disclaimer. If you're against real fur or leather, you might want to turn away at this point, because I did use one of Frankie's fox pelts that he had bought at a powwow, and I was really hoping he wouldn't be mad that I did this. I think he ended up loving it, but I used that fox pelt to trim out the hood. And it's really, really beautiful, the hood of the capote. So in this next clip, you'll see me trying it on and feeling fabulous. And I don't have it completed yet, so I'm going to make a second part to this video where I show you the rest of the capote process. There I am looking fabulous. But we're going to close this out with some clips of our cutie patootie little puppy. I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you in the next video. You're just a puppy. You're just a baby. How do you even know about a pup cup? How do you even know that? You're just a baby. Lolo. You're just a baby. How do you know about a pup cup?
She must smell it or something. I don't know. She really wants a small pup cup, if that's okay. No, that's not yours. That one's not yours. This one's not yours. There you go. Okay, what do you think? You ready?
Lolo, what is that? What are you gonna get?
What
You gonna get a pup cup?
Say thank you.
Oh
my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it got a doggy treat in it. It got a doggy biscuit in it.
Thanks.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is so good. Hello, you're a baby. How do you even know about pup cups? Who taught you that? How'd you even know?